You're watching NappyCast by Jason Nappy Weather. Clouds up in the county, down east, the central highlands, but the sun breaking out to the south and the west. I'll show you all that in the forecast coming up. Really going to be a fantastic day, a day we've waited a long time for here in southern Maine and western Maine, down east, and the county. Look at it in Sanford, already seeing a lot of sunshine on the live camera, and it's going to be a very mild day. We're going to get to the 60s, especially in southwest Maine today. You have to wait a little bit longer in northern, central, and down east Maine, but we'll get there. Just give it time, right? Still have to fight off those backdoor cold fronts that seem to be pretty typical this time of the year. So we'll get into all of that in the forecast in just a second. I want to show you what's going on. We've got really great news coming in the forecast here, with things warming up considerably. So here's the cloud cover on the satellite picture. See those clouds pulling away? That's the storm in the Canadian Maritimes, in Newfoundland, pushing east. Brought a bunch of snow up towards the county. It was just like paste. Saw the reports, but now clearing out. Big improvement. Temperatures already getting to the 50s in the southwest interior. So there are big improvements coming in the forecast. Let's talk about the next storm coming in, though. It's shower activity before you wake up tomorrow. And then in the afternoon, some isolated thunderstorms. Now, this will be garden variety, non-severe, but there will be some wind gusts with this. And that storm's going to push through. And watch out for snow again up in northern Maine. So I have to watch that very closely on the trends. But right now, it'll start off as a milder storm. But then we'll see how much cooler it gets later into the day. So there's the hour-by-hour forecast right now. Go ahead and show you the forecast for Nappy's Notes. Sunny and quite mild. Showers return tomorrow, and then we turn the corner. We finally see some hints of spring coming our way as we get next week, really, for the end of April. Bigger improvements there. So right now in Eastport, it is cloudy. In Bangor, it's cloudy. Same thing in Caribou. But Portland, Lewis, and Auburn, you're seeing the sun break out there, and it will be quite nice today. Sun and a few clouds, northwest wind 5 to 10. Mountains 53, the inland section 60, especially the southwest interior, where that's a conservative 60. I expect us to get to the low 60s, even some mid-60s, isolated spots there, places like Freiburg, Sanford. The coast flirting with 60 today, with that downsloping northwest land breeze, so not a big impact from the sea breeze. Now, it's partly cloudy with showers late tonight, variable wind around 5, and the showers come through, about, we'll call it after midnight into the before you wake up time frame. Coast 41, inland 40, and mountains 36. So nothing terribly chilly. For the mariners, at most, it would be a small craft. That would be it. But even that looks very unlikely into tonight. Here's the forecast the next 10 days. So you've got those rain showers, mountains, could even mix in with some snow as we get especially into Wednesday early and late Tuesday, in the overnight. And then on Thursday, it's clouds to sun. Friday, Good Friday, sun to clouds. And then there's mid-50s. Another storm comes through on Saturday for the weekend, but it's only half the weekend for the holiday. And then next week, clouds around, but temperatures are in the 50s every day. So you can say goodbye to winter there. Now for inland, it's rain showers, a few pop-up isolated thunderstorms, some gusty wind, 50, 53, then 58. So Good Friday looks quite nice. 62 Saturday, rain comes in. And then Easter Sunday, we cool off just a little bit. And then we're back into the 60s next week. Here's the forecast at the coast where it's 51. I put a few lightning bolts in there. It's not going to be a big-time thunderstorm event, but some isolated thunder. Don't be surprised. These are very low-top thunderstorms. 50 on Wednesday, 53 Thursday, 54 Good Friday, and then 63 to start the weekend, and 53 Sunday. So Sunday, Easter Sunday is the drier of the 2 days, and then we're mid-50s next week with a bunch of sunshine early. You can go to nappycast.com for the latest forecast where you live. Just make sure location is turned on.